Greetings, everyone. This is Robert the Rolex Man coming today to talk to you about the wonderful world of Rolex. You know, Rolex as a watch is one of the top 10 all-time iconic luxury watch brands in the world. It's instantly recognizable as a watch with status and symbolism, instantly recognizable by the crown that you see on the dial of the Rolex. But we can't talk about that without really talking about the founder of the company, which is Hans Wilsdorf. Mr. Wilsdorf created the first waterproof watch, and he named it the Oyster. And on the Oyster dial, is there a word, and that word is Perpetual. And it is the founding spirit of Rolex, which is exemplified by this word Perpetual. Perpetual means made to last, unending, eternal. And so that exemplifies the spirit and the founding spirit behind Rolex. But Rolex, over the last 100 years, have had this word perpetual on the dial. And that perpetual word is a quest for excellence that Rolex goes after every time it makes a watch. Matter of fact, it takes about a year to make just one watch of Rolex because it's a quest for excellence, something that's made to last. So Rolex is more than a watch. And perpetual is more than a word on a dial. It's a philosophy. So that when you wear a Rolex, you're really wearing a philosophy of this company. A philosophy that goes after a quest for excellence in everything that it does. But more than that, Rolex is more than a watch. When you wear a Rolex, the philosophy and the history and the quest for excellence comes along when you put that watch on. And it's a watch that's worn by athletes and artists. It's worn by pioneers and visionaries. And so when you put the watch on, this history comes along with it. So it really doesn't matter if you're a lady and you have a business suit on with pumps and pearls, or you're a young man and you have on monogram cuff shirts, or you might just have on a bad pair of jeans and a tee. It's something about putting on the Rolex that gives you this feeling of satisfaction and of accomplishment. So Perpetual is more than a word on a dial, and Rolex is more than a watch when you wear it. But also Rolex is more than a company. Behind this company is a mystique. They have 4 locations right now, and very few people have ever been in Rolex. Everything is kept there to, I won't say secrecy, but everything is maintained there so that it's really hard to get into Rolex. And although Rolex uses the latest technology in their watches, still today, the 220 pieces of the movement is still made by hand. So Rolex is more than a watch, and Perpetual, the philosophy, is more than a word on a dial. And Rolex is more than a company, it's a wonder with this mystique. And so I'd just like to share with you a testimony of mine. Some years ago, about 35 years ago, my wife and I, when we got married, a lot of decisions would have to be made. So we decided to make a mission statement for our life. And so I'd like to share this mission statement with you. The statement that we made was to make a positive impact in the lives of other people through service, love, and evangelism. And if it's any one word that would exemplify that, it would be perpetual. Because when you make an input into other people's lives, you can go on for generations from what you can do from the impact. So the question today is this: are you living a perpetual lifestyle? Are the things that you're doing in your life and through your life meant to last and have an eternal impact going into the future? It's just something to think about. Next time we get together, we're going to look at how this perpetual philosophy of Rolex impacts the environment, impacts arts, and impacts so many other things because it's more than a company. Matter of fact, it's not a company, it's a charity. And when you look at what's behind the Rolex charity and the Rolex philosophy, you'll be totally amazed. So I just wanted to stop by today and tell you that when you wear a Rolex, you wear more than a watch. See you next time.